Hey guys. So today, it's really been a good day. Um, I want to share with you guys just realizing, making sure you guys realize, you are where you belong. Um, when you don't know where you belong, you kind of just float through life doing whatever it is that, you think that you should be doing. When in all actuality, God's given you a purpose. God has made a plan for you. I think it's like this: the further you are away from God, the further you are away from what it is that He made and created you to do. A lot of people think that, like you go throughout your days or whatever, and it's like people are falling into the motions or just doing of just doing something, And what's even more critical and sad is that a lot of times, just because people are doing some things, they think they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, when they're they're like so far from what it is that God made them to do. One thing that you don't want to ever allow to happen to yourself is for you to allow, man to call you to something that God hasn't anointed you for. A lot of times what happens is that, it's just like showing up for a job, and they look for you to do something, and then when you get there, you have no clue as to what it takes to do that job. You just thought, hey, they saw something in you, you just went with it. When it's like, you go, you know that there's something more, hey, I should be doing this over here. You know what God called you to do. You know what He made you to do. So don't let yourself get caught up in the hype of life and caught up in the hype of people, and you find yourself going through the motions. I'm going to say this to you. You need to get back close to God so that you'll know when it's Him speaking and when it's not yourself speaking, when it's not just man speaking, when it's not just man trying to get a position filled. Because that's what's going on around, these days. Just because there's an empty spot don't mean that that's your spot. You really need to know where you're supposed to be. And the key thing is knowing this, that the biggest area that goes lacking, where so many of us should be, is in God's presence. It's taking advantage of being in His presence. Something that I know that happens for myself. The more and more I stay in His presence, the more and more I'm able to know what it is that I'm supposed to do within my days, what I'm supposed to do within my life. The closer I keep Him to, my heart, and keep Him, praying, God, is this for me? Is this something that I should be doing? The more and more I stay on track. Look, the something that you're not picking up on is this. When you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, it's going to affect you. It's going to steal your joy, because what's going to happen is you're not going to be happy because you're not doing what it is that really makes you happy. You're doing what you think you should be doing and not doing what you know you should be doing. And here's the thing, when your joy goes, so goes your strength. So then you find yourself not even able to do, like, you're tired. You know what I'm saying? You're bored. You just don't know what to do with your time, You're kind of lost. And it's like, you're that way because you've allowed yourself to be in a place, in an area, and somewhere where you don't belong. So I'm here to remind you that, look, take some time out for God so He can tell you where it is that you really belong. And that's first of all in His presence. And from His presence, He'll place you, even within in your natural life, He'll place you where you need to be, so that what's going on with you can affect and touch someone else. You never want to live a life that's not impacting and that's not, it's not helping no one else. That's the point. That's why God made us. So something that's going on with you, someone can see and they'll know, hey, I want what he got. I want what she has. And that's Jesus. Hey, I'm telling you today, you want to snatch back your joy because you need your joy so that you can have your strength. I'm telling you, the more and more I get deeper in God, the joy comes back. It's rare that I just find myself in a time where I'm just not really happy, you know? When you know God for yourself, when you know what it is that he's made you for, how can you not be full of joy? How can you not be overwhelmed with a feeling of knowing that, hey, at the end of the day, it's all going to be all right. It's all going to be okay. Because, hey, what you're going through life right now, it's because he wants to be able to set you on that platform, to place you where you belong, to surround you with your kind, to literally entrust you with what he's invested in you, and know that, hey, you're gonna know where to deposit it at, where to impart at, because you're gonna know, hey, this is right where I belong. Look, I'm telling you, take some time out and stay in his presence. Get close to him. Get close to him so that you won't live a life thinking that you're doing everything and it's pleasing God, and you're giving them time, you're giving them, what it is that you're giving them. But here it is, you're not giving them the one thing that he desires most, and that's your heart. He wants to come into your heart. He wants you to give him your heart. Just do it. Do it right now. Take some time right now and literally say, God, you can have my heart. I want to be close to you. I want you to pull me closer so that I'll know when I'm off. I'll know when I'm on. I'll know that I'm on the right track. And the right track is being in his presence. Look, I love you guys so much. Before I get out of here again, remember, December 15th, Just Give Me Jesus. 5 p.m. we're gonna have intercessory prayer. 7 p.m. it's gonna be the worship part. But I look forward to seeing you guys there, because I'm telling you, Jesus is gonna do something. He's gonna knock you off your feet. He's gonna deposit exactly what it is that you've been longing for. I love you guys, and look, all we want to do is just give you Jesus. Bye.